Hari to all the Atmajyotis. Today I will be presenting Stithaprajna. Stithaprajna is the one who is steady in wisdom and they have firm knowledge. It is the self knowledge in which they are steady, like Prabhuji, Ramana Maharshi, Sri Krishna, and Swami Vivekananda. First, I will chant the shloka and then tell the meaning. Arjuna Vacha Stithaprajnasya Kha Bhasha Samadhistasya Keshava Stitah Dihkim Prabhasheta Kimasita Vrajeta Kim. So what this means is that what is the composition or what is the disposition of the one who is firm in divine knowledge, who have clear self-knowledge and they know who am I. So what are the qualities they have is what Arjuna is asking. And Arjuna is asking, how does the man firm in wisdom or the Stithaprajna person talk? And how does he sit? How does he walk? Here we need to understand that Krishna is not exactly telling how does the person talk, how does he sit, or how does he walk. But he's telling what goes into the person who's enlightened when he is talking or when he sits or when he walks. That's what Krishna is answering in the upcoming shlokas. Shri Bhagavan Prajahati yada kaman sarvan parthamanogatan atmanyevatmanah tushtaha stithaprajnastadochyate. So what this shloka means is that when a person leaves all his desires or all his or her attachments or cravings, then when the senses torment the mind and we can realize ourselves. So such a person is called Stithaprajna. For example, Buddha, he gave up everything. He was not attached to his body, mind, or intellect. He was calm and peaceful because he had no desires or no cravings. So he was really peaceful. Dukkesh vanudvi namana sukeshu vigataspriyaha vitaragavaya krojaha stitah di niruchyate. So what this shloka means is that the Stithaprajna is undisturbed or doesn't get affected by anything that happens, or they do not desire for anything, and they don't, most importantly, they don't have selfish desires, and as I told, they don't have attachment, they're fearless, and they're very controlled, they don't have anger. So such a person is also called steady wisdom. For example, Satya Harishchandra, even when difficulties came for him, he told the truth. He followed dharma. He didn't go out of it for difficulties. And if you look at Sri Rama, his life was full of difficulties, but still he was following dharma and told the truth. Yasarvatra na vishneha tat prapya subhashibam nabin nandati na dveshti tasya prajna pratishtita. So what this shloka means is that the Stithaprajna is unattached under any condition. If it's the situation, maybe it's good and something to enjoy and feel happy about, or even it may be something really sad or a bad situation. But they are same and they're understood. Like the previous shloka told us, the Stithaprajna is always understood and they're not really excited and happy for something that is good or something that is enjoyable. And they're also not sad if something bad happens. And here the word prajna means that someone who is steady in awareness of self in all. Basically, this means that sarvam khalvidam brahma. So an example for the shloka is the situation when Rama was announced as the prince. He was the same. He was not over excited. And when he had to leave for Vanavasa, then also he was in the same state. He didn't get dejected. Yada sanharate chayam urmo anganiva sarvashaha indriyani indriyartebhyas tasya prajna pratishtitha. So the Stithaprajna is they withdraw their senses. Like if it is something nice. For example, a person who has the diabetes, sugar disease. But if that person is Stithaprajna, they don't get attracted to sweets and their eyes don't go near it. They treat it as a normal food. But so they withdraw their senses. They do not get attached to the sweet. One is that they have diabetes, and one more is that they don't get attracted to whatever they see. So as the tortoise withdraws its limbs into its shell, like you can see here, when they're shy, they close. Here, that's a leopard. So it's scared, so it has withdrawn, or it's it has closed itself with the shell. So that's how a person who is firm in knowledge or who's established in divine wisdom and knows clearly, has full clarity of who I am. This is the state of that person. Hari Om.
Very nice, Namit. Anita, Aditi, do you have any questions, first of all, for Namit?
No, uncle. I want to ask him one thing, like how he used the example of this leopard and tortoise. In case there's a situation like that in his life, how would he use this from his meaning?
Are you talking about the leopard and the shell, or the meaning of
the meaning behind what the explanation that you gave? So you said that because the tortoise was scared of the leopard, it retrieved itself into its shell. So like for if something like that happens in your life, imagine you're scared of someone, how would you use this example to benefit yourself?
so then I'll definitely face the situation. Whatever it is, I'll face the situation and most importantly, if such a situation comes, I'll try to protect myself. That's what I'll do. So that's what the tortoise is doing. it's trying to protect it itself. That's why it has put the shell in.
But her question, Namit, is, see, here you have given the example of tortoise
Yes.
using its shell to protect its body, right?
Yes.
Now, what is the equivalent of that in a situation is what she's asking when it comes to your life. Say something that you're afraid of. Can you think of any example where you felt it is something that is, I'm fearful or I'm afraid of, and how did you handle, or how would you handle now, is what she's asking.
Um. I'm afraid of lizards. Like when I see them, I get afraid of lizards. So what I do is I try to remain silent and not disturb it. So I have heard. I don't know if it's true or not. If it bites, it's dangerous. So that's why I'm scared and just try to stay away from it. So that's how I would handle such a situation.
But where is the concept of withdrawal there? See, here the example you're giving is the tortoise is withdrawing its limbs into its shell.
Yeah. What I'll do is I'll not pay attention to it, because if I'm silent, it may also not come near me. So I'll withdraw all my eyes or my mind, which has gone towards it, and I'll think about something else instead of thinking about the lizard.
Okay, very nice. That is one way of handling it. Now, can we extend that further? Is there any other further explanation you want to give? Or is it possible?
Yes, sir, that's all.
Okay. Aditi, is that giving satisfaction to the question you've asked?
Yes, uncle.
So now, in this case, you put your attention somewhere else. But did you really remove the fear itself, Namit? In this example that you just now quoted?
Yes. No, sir.
As a fear,
The fear will be still there.
so then is it possible to remove the fear or not?
Mm, I think it's possible.
How?
By thinking that the lizard won't do anything if I don't think too much about it, and yeah, if I don't think too much about it and just think about what I have and not bother about it, maybe.
Okay. So let me ask you a question. What makes you feel fearful about the lizard?
The way it looks, it scares me when I look at it.
Correct. So the appearance is making you feel fearful.
Yeah.
And connected to that, some kind of information that it may bite.
Yeah.
And its bite may be dangerous.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, first of all, how do you come out of the fear of the appearance?
I think that it's another manifestation of humankind, and it is the same as me, but just it has a different appearance.
Very nice. So first of all, accepting that appearances can be different in existence, right?
Yes, sir.
See, can everybody look like you?
No.
So there are different sizes, colors, and shapes and forms, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, first is I accept that, okay, this different form is okay. I have to accept that, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that is how you can come out of the fear of the form.
Yeah.
Okay, now what about the fact or the knowledge you have that, it may bite and it may be dangerous?
For that, what I'll do is I'll stay away from it and I'll not go nearby.
But by staying away from it and by not going near it, have you removed the fear that it may bite and it can be dangerous?
What I may think is that its bite is normal as other animals. Its bite may just be like some mosquito.
Will you just assume like that?
No.
Then what is that you need to do?
I need to think that if I am good to it, it will also be good to me.
That is your thinking. But how do you know that is the fact?
Uncle, can I add something?
Yeah, please.
I think something that we can do is read up about lizards or something, research more to know if they're actually that harmful. And if they are, then you can continue keeping your distance. Otherwise, you can, reduce your fear by convincing yourself that it's not going to do anything to you.
Excellent. Very nice. Once upon a time, many people, especially people outside of India, believed that the earth is flat. If I keep walking, when you see, right, at a distance, there seems to be ending, right? Earth and the sky seem to be meeting. So people are afraid that if I keep walking, I will fall off the edge of the earth. So now, how do you remove such a fear? Only by right understanding, right clarity. So learn more about that. Understand more about it. What you understand more, what you learn more. For example, if you say that I'm very fearful of speaking in public, how do you get rid of your fear?
By speaking, like practicing.
By practicing and speaking more, isn't it?
Yes.
If I am afraid of the lizard that it may bite and it is dangerous, it may be poisonous. Now that's a concept in my mind, isn't it?
Yeah.
How do you know whether there is a right concept or not?
By researching about the lizard.
Correct. By talking to maybe some people who may think as experts, understanding, you yourself examining.
Yeah.
So, when you do that, then fundamentally you've removed the fear. See, does your little finger or your thumb cause fear in you?
No.
Why?
Because I know that it's not harmful.
It's not harmful. How do you know? Because it has never come and pricked you.
Yeah.
It doesn't do something like that crazy, right?
Yeah.
So, first is like you rightly said, you and the lizard are the same divine. So, with that inner conviction, but still from a outer reality, because fear is not for you as Atmajyoti. The fear is something may happen to the body, right?
Yeah.
That needs to be still examined. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Anita Aditi,
Yes, uncle.
is there any further question that you have for Namit?
No, uncle.
So Namit, tell me one more thing. Now that you have studied the Stithaprajna qualities and you've reflected on it, what is that you personally feel you need to focus on? What kind of qualities are among these qualities that you still feel I still need to develop further?
One is that the sloka which I had given the example of Rama going to Vanavasa. In that what happens is something in good happens. I'm really excited and happy. I have over excitement. But when something bad happens and something that's not favorable to me, that kind of situation, it makes me sad. Yeah, it makes me sorrowful and sad. That's one thing. And yeah, this shloka also, the tortoise is the one. I think I should not get attracted by everything in this world. This whole world is attractive, and we don't know the inside nature of it. So we shouldn't blindly get attracted to it, and we need
Repulsed by
to
it.
know.
Both attraction and repulsion, both.
Yes, sir. Attraction and repulsion. So we shouldn't get attracted to anything, and like also we shouldn't stay away from anything.
Excellent. Now, the first example you gave, where I'm overexcited by success and feel let down by failure. How can you overcome that aspect?
Treat both the situations in the same way.
How can you do that? When can you do it? What in the Bhagavad Gita can help you with that?
Not to get like for failure, not to get disturbed by to stay undisturbed by whatever happens in life.
Okay, so tell me something. What causes disturbance when something is failure? So is the failure itself, say, imagine I wanted 100 marks in math.
Yeah.
I get, say, some marks, which is not 100. It makes me feel sad. So what made me feel sad?
The fact that I didn't get 100 marks.
Okay. Now, in that fact, I did not get 100, is whatever the number that I've got, is the number making me feel sad, or what is truly making me feel sad there? What is the thought in my mind when it is not 100 that is making me feel sad?
I got less than 100.
Correct. I got less than 100. That is the thought. But see, let's say, imagine your friend. He also wanted 100 and he got, say, some marks less than 100. Now, my friend got less than 100. Does that make you feel as sad as, you not getting 100?
Like my friend doesn't get my friend also doesn't get 100, right?
10, 15 minutes maximum. Sorry, Namit. Yeah.
So you told that even my friend won't get 100, right?
Now imagine, I'm changing the situation slightly. Imagine one of your friend, your close friend, hasn't got 100. He was also expecting 100.
Yeah.
Does that make you feel as sad as if when you didn't get 100?
For myself, I may feel sad. For example, consistently I was scoring 100 and I got less. So I may feel sad, but for my friend, also I like as a friend I may feel sad, but not as sad as the when I got to know that I didn't score 100.
Okay. Anita, Aditi, I have something to say.
No, uncle. I just wanted to add that it also depends on how high you have set your expectations.
So the sadness is coming from where? You have the right point, Anita. Continue. So sadness.
The sadness
from,
from the expectation. So if I expect myself to get 100, and I think that only 100 will do, anything else is very bad, then I'm going to be really sad. But if I think that it would be nice to get 100 and work towards that, but I get a little below 100, like 95 or something like that, then I won't feel as sad.
Right. Now, to help with this, so is it that, whenever I do something, let's say I wanted 100, correct? Is there anything wrong in expecting 100 from the math exam?
No, uncle, there's nothing wrong with it. But you shouldn't get
Hopeful?
no, not hopeful, but you shouldn't think like anything apart from 100 is very bad.
So, what is the reality of life? For example, when you play a game, let's say you play a game of, as an example, chess. What are the two possible outcomes in a game of chess between you and, let's say, your opponent?
You can win or you can lose.
Now, is it wrong to expect that I want to win?
No, it's not.
But where is the source of the misery? What is the source of the misery or the sadness?
That I think that if I don't win, then it's very bad. Like anything apart from winning is not good.
Isn't it? First of all, I have to know that, any game, there is either success or failure, isn't it? Is it possible that I can always win?
No.
No. So when I learn to accept both success and failure, it's part of the game, isn't it?
Yes, uncle.
So then it is not that I need to give up my expectation. Then, there is no way you can improve. It's a good idea to say, okay, I will aim for that best 100. But the source of the misery or the sadness is only 100 will do. But if that is not causing stress, okay, I want 100. Okay, I will take once more next exam. I will do it again. I will make sure that I get 100. Then it is okay. Nothing wrong. But without 100, I will be miserable when that expectation is different. Namit, is this bringing clarity?
Yes, sir.
So now tell me, Namit, what is the source of the sadness?
Sir, my understanding that if I do not get 100, then I get sad. That's the source of my sadness.
It is like the lizard example you gave. The way the lizard looks, I have not accepted. I want the lizard to look something else. That's why I got into fear by looks of it, right?
Yeah.
So what is the solution for that? I have to learn to accept the way the lizard looks. Similarly, here, what is the source of the misery or the sadness? Is the fact that I have to win only. In any game I play, I have to win only.
Yeah.
Can I win in all the games that I play?
No.
Realize that life gives you both winning and losing, success and failure. So when did Sri Krishna teach us about this in Bhagavad Gita? Anita Aditi, you can also answer.
I know the shloka that, but I don't know the shloka, like the name and number.
Yeah, tell me what the shloka is saying. What's the meaning that you...
That we should stay undisturbed by whatever happens, and we shouldn't be attached to anything.
Okay. Anita Aditi, you want to say something more?
Uncle, I think the basic thing is that we shouldn't get wavered by different things that happen around us. We should keep our calm and stay focused.
This quality Sri Krishna has taught us with the word, with the truth called as Stithaprajna. Stithaprajna is to accept both heat and cold. See, in the weather, there is heat and cold, isn't it? I cannot say I want only cold or I want only heat. The nature of the weather is It gives you both heat and cold. Success and failure, day and night. That is the reality of life. Isn't it? That is how nature of the world is. So I have to learn to accept the nature of the world, and that is called as Stithaprajna. When I accept both success and failure, when I accept both day and night, when I accept both heat and cold, when I am okay with the lizard, okay with the buffalo, okay with the mosquito, okay with the any shape and form, then that is Stithaprajna, because that is how life is. So that is the first truth that Sri Krishna taught us. Arjuna, like how there is varieties of seasons, heat and cold, learn to accept dualities of life. Success and failure is a duality. Night and day is a duality. So accept the duality of life. You cannot have only one. Coin has both head and tail. Then what is the other shloka that helps us in this particular situation about becoming sad for not getting 100? What is the other shloka that can help us?
The one that states that emotions are just passing and they aren't permanent. They appear and disappear.
They appear and disappear. That is correct. But specifically with respect to success and failure, which other shloka is also useful here in this context? Of course, you can apply any shloka, but specifically for this, which other shloka would help you?
That you shouldn't be attached to the result of your actions.
Excellent. Karmanne vadikaraste. Right? Do your duty. So what is what is Krishna teaching us there? You can only do as much as putting your best and complete effort. That's all that is in your control, in the sense that that's all that you can put your mind and body to in a given moment. What happens with that? Is it guaranteed that you get 100? Maybe, maybe not. So therefore he's saying, give up the attachment to the fruit of the action, which is another way of saying, accept both success and failure. When you say, I don't really worry whether it's success or failure, I have done the best that I could have, is one way of saying. Or another way of saying is, I'm willing to accept success or failure. I'm willing to accept insult or praise. I'm perfectly okay with day and night. Namit, is that bringing clarity?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. So like that, we need to constantly apply Gita in our life. Bhagavad Gita is not at all a for memory, in the sense, I remember this shloka. Right now, we may not have recollected the shloka, but the wisdom of the shloka, how do I apply that to my day-to-day context, is what makes you a Gita Acharya. Acharya means what? One who practices Gita. As simple as that. And when you are practicing Gita, meaning what? That is how you are living your life, then naturally you will find the Krishna within you. All right. Anita, Aditi, Namit, any other questions or anything else to discuss?
No, sir.
No, uncle.
Okay. Then shall we end the contemplation of the Stithaprajna by Namit?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, Namit. Very well presented. Hari Om.
Thank you, sir.